Bitcoin recovers to $40,000 and what I'm doing with my crypto. Okay guys, so here we are with another crypto video. So, this is kind of an exciting time, I think, in the markets right now. So we're going to talk a little bit about what's basically going on with Bitcoin. We're going to talk a lot about where I think it's headed for the summer. And we're going to talk a little bit about Elon Musk and institutions adding Bitcoin to the balance sheet. Before I get into the video, guys, I remind you guys to grab your free Bitcoin at Coinbase, guys. I use Coinbase. It's my #1 favorite place to buy and store Bitcoin safely. So you can check out the link in the description below. If you guys are watching this on Roku or something like that, you can check out investortrip.com/Coinbase. So let's get into the video, guys. So after last week's video, I think everyone was really panicking in the crypto markets. And we can see here that there's a slight recovery for a lot of these coins. So mainly Bitcoin is up over 6% over the last 24 hours. Ethereum is up. Cardano's recovered nicely. It's actually Cardano's soaring is one of my holdings that's soaring right now. XRP is back over $1. Dogecoin is recovered. So this was expected, guys. Crypto markets are extremely volatile, and the difference between stocks and crypto, and one of the reasons why I think crypto is so attractive is because it trades 24/7. So you can easily go to sleep and wake up and see prices way up or crash or things like that. So there's a lot of volatility in this market. So if you guys are getting a little bit skittish, you need to realize that with crypto you can gain 50% in 1 week, but it's just as quickly you can lose 50%. So we're going to talk mainly about this video. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is still the largest cryptocurrency by market cap. Okay, it's got a $750 billion market cap, and it's nearly 42% of the crypto market. So, the crypto market is basically made up of Bitcoin and then all these other altcoins. But Bitcoin is still the most dominant coin, and it's still the majority of, majority of the overall holdings. So for me personally, I have 90% Bitcoin. So while that might be too much, and I'm sure a lot of people believe in altcoins and Ethereum, things like that, and me personally, I don't see cryptocurrency as something that I'm basically trading in and out of to make money. I'm using cryptocurrency as a long-term savings account, just like Michael Saylor and Elon Musk have added Bitcoin to their balance sheet. I see my overall finances. I try to treat it more and more every year like a corporation, where I have a long-term holding, and I'm looking to hold this Bitcoin not just for 6 months. I'm not just looking to, for the price to soar and then I can sell it and go buy something. I'm looking at this as a long-term hold, guys. So I think when you take a long-term view at the crypto markets, you're going to feel a lot better. So, if you guys can go on Reddit, you can go on Twitter. There's tweets of lots of people talking about Bitcoin. Oh, they bought Bitcoin in 2017 and then it ran up to 7,000 and they sold. So it's always important to remember that crypto trades 24/7. A long-term mindset, a long-term view is going to pay off dividends for you. So now let's get into the video and take a kind of a more technical analysis about Bitcoin and kind of go over what I think is going to happen with this market and why I think it's almost inevitable for us to see 6-figure Bitcoin, 100K Bitcoin, probably as early as probably July or August. So let's get into that right now. Okay guys, so now here we are at the Bitcoin's price. So as we can see here, Bitcoin's sitting comfortably at $40,000. And me personally, I believe Bitcoin is grossly undervalued. And there's a lot of interesting things going on with Bitcoin. So the first thing that I want to talk about here is I want to talk about a growing support for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin back in 2016, 2017, a lot of people saw it running up to about, as high as $16,000, even $20,000. Almost at its peak, there was a lot of resistance at $20,000. And a lot of people ended up buying it at the top, and then it got, unpopular in 2018, and maybe they ended up selling at $3,000. Well, if those people had basically just deleted the Coinbase app or whatever, way they purchased it, if they just bought it and forgotten about it, over 3 years or so, they would have been up 10x. So, this is how crypto markets work. Crypto, a lot of the fundamentals for crypto is a decentralized money that is not controlled by any government and that cannot be inflated away to infinity. So the most important thing to remember is that no matter what is going on with Elon Musk, what's going on with Tesla, what's going on with China, or whatever new hot crypto topic we're talking about, crypto fundamentally is just based on fundamentals, right? So we have a max supply of 21 million. but there's no max supply of US dollars. There's no max supply of pesos. There's no max supply of any fiat currency. So this is what's taking Bitcoin up fundamentally. It's that a lot of that monetary energy that is in dollars and pesos and euros, that energy is being funneled into Bitcoin because Bitcoin is just more scarce, right? It's only 21 million Bitcoin. If everyone in the world wanted Bitcoin, unless the world population plummets to 21 million, it's just impossible for everyone to have one. So that's really what we're dealing with here. Bitcoin is scarce. So whenever you see the price, fluctuate back and forth, just remember that it's scarcity. It's what's really creating the intrinsic value for Bitcoin. So now we have two major peaks. We have a peak in 2017 at around 17 to 20K, and then now we've had our second peak, which is exactly 4 years later, and at 21,000. A lot of this was driven by Coinbase. So what happened here is a lot of people heard about the Coinbase IPO. They got into crypto for the first time, bought at 63,000. Now they're down almost 50%. A lot of people are down 50%. So now they're gone. So these type of people, kind of like if you look at Bitcoin, it's like the holding base. Those new people that ran into Bitcoin, got attracted to it because it was running up in price. Forget about those people, because those aren't the people that were going to hold Bitcoin through these peaks and these valleys. What we're really looking at here is long-term gains, guys. So with long-term gains, if you're looking to trade Bitcoin and things like that, there's better ways to do it. You can check out leverage. You want to use leverage platforms like Bybit. And I'm going to make a tutorial, upload a tutorial on how to use Bybit here later this week, because if some of you guys want to trade it. But when it comes to basically providing yourself with a long-term savings or providing yourself with lots of stability, you don't really want to focus on these short-term price fluctuations. Now, this is just my opinion, guys. Obviously, some of you, if you bought up here and now you're down 50%, there's many ways that you can kind of recap some of your gains. You can look into staking through places like BlockFi. You can check out the links in the description below. BlockFi, if you want to earn 5% interest on your Bitcoin. And like I said, you can dollar cost average, or you can Bitcoin cost average. You can simply buy more to get yourself a lower average price. And the reason why you want to do these things is because right now, in the short run, Bitcoin is based on FUD and greed, right? So fear and greed. This is what's driving the crypto markets right now. So now a lot of people sold. So now a lot of people saw Bitcoin as a buying opportunity. Now they push the price up to 40K. But really, we haven't made much progress. We're basically at the same levels that we were in a couple of months ago. So all that happened is that there was a lot of hype with the Coinbase IPO, and now we're back down to where we started. But overall, we're still doing pretty good year to date, right? Because when we started, when we started back in January, we were basically, at around 27 to 28K. So now Bitcoin is still up, around 30 to 40%, which isn't so bad because we had a huge sell-off. But at one point, Bitcoin, it was almost double what it was year to date. So I'll give you guys exactly what we're up year to date. Okay, so amongst all the FUD and everything like that, we're up about 38 to 39% year to date, and over the last year, we're still up 330%. So these are just phenomenal gains, guys. I think it's ridiculous to think Bitcoin is going to return like 500 to 1,000% every year. It's done about 230% gains, compound annual gains over the last 10 years. So we still haven't. We're still nowhere near that. We're still only at around 38 to 39% year-to-date gains, guys. So now let's take a look at that year-to-date chart. Okay, so here we are at a year-to-date chart, guys. So we're only up around 38 to 39% year-to-date, while Bitcoin has a compounded annual growth of around 200 to 230%. So, Bitcoin is still underperforming its average compounded annual growth, and this is one of the reasons why I believe that Bitcoin will continue to follow history and why we will hit around 100K by the end of this year. Probably sometime I'm probably guessing at the end of the summer. So in order for Bitcoin to kind of follow its historic growth, it's going to have to go from 30,000 to about 90 to 95,000. I'll put a price target of around 100K probably by the end of, I would say, July to August. I'm thinking sometime around the summer. I think we're going to have an extremely bullish summer for cryptocurrencies. I think it's going to be a really, really big explosion, guys. So I would say, like I said, hang in there. This is a long-term strategy. And I'm going to post some short-term strategies for you guys in the future if you're interested in trading and things like that. But I would say, look, listen, we're not in Bitcoin because of what's basically going on with Elon Musk. We're not in Bitcoin because of what's going on with China. We're in Bitcoin as a way to preserve our time and our work energy, and get our work and our time energy out of a weak currency or a weak asset like dollars and fiat currency, and moving into a hard, strong asset like Bitcoin. So that's the underlying fundamental premise of Bitcoin, and that's one of the reasons why I'll never sell any of my Bitcoins until I'm thinking about, retiring and things like that. But as long as I'm working, as long as I'm producing content for you guys, as long as I'm adding value to the global economy, I'm going to be holding Bitcoin for the long run as a way to preserve my energy, my time, and my purchasing power. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please smash the subscribe button to get more Bitcoin updates from me, and hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy this content. So that's until next time, guys. Take care.